The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 25. Nadex is down 14. S&Ps are off 3.5. We have the gold contract trading up $1.50 at $13.51. Silver's up 2 cents, $18.14. You get platinum down $6 at $1,011. Copper's taking a big hit. Look at that, down 7.5 pennies, $3.06 a pound. Light sweet crude flat, $48.97. You get the note market down one tick, 127.15. 30-year bond down 5 at 157.07. King dollar's down 307 ticks, 91.335. The euro is at 120 the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 107.93, almost 108 to the U.S. dollar. And we are coming to you from the West Coast.
Beautiful Clearwater, Florida this morning.
And we didn't have pink skies, thank God, folks.
Is that bad news, pink skies?
Yeah, pink skies is the sailor's problem. And when I was watching Jim Cantore on the Weather Channel this morning, he was showing that, of course, the other coast, wicked pink skies. Unfortunately, going up to South Carolina, pink skies. And, he was explaining that, the hurricane's that far away, but those are the
outer bands.
The outer bands of the clouds that you're actually seeing. So, like where we are, folks, it's where we're still not sure where we're at yet.
Yeah, and all of Florida, kind of. I mean, it looks like, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, as of right now, that they better be prepared.
Our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes, has been on the road since 5:30 this morning.
Is he? Okay, So he won't be doing his show this afternoon.
I'm in communication with him.
Thankfully for him, right? Yeah, no, I was happy to hear that he was actually making a run for it.
Right. And he made it early, which is good. So.
And red warning, sailor's warning. I knew they're perfect.
That's it.
We had to get that one. Thanks, Al. Perfect.
Red at night, sailor's delight. Yeah.
In the morning, sailors take warning.
And so
it's the morning.
What we need, folks, is that for all of we need this thing to shift at least another 20,
keep going,
30 miles
right.
And
because it's the eye that really is the worrisome. You know, where the strongest winds. So wherever that rolls into land.
Right. And if it rolls into land in Miami, oh my God.
I know.
Because there's just so many big buildings there.
Yeah, and just so close to the water, right where they're at, right?
Oh yeah, the water's going to be a problem. Yeah. 877-927-6648. So if you listen, when I just did that update, so let's go through this market because this is really intriguing to me right now. And what it is this. So the dollar finished an ABC down, and the dollar hasn't been able to catch a bid since January, which is a
long time.
Right.
Yeah,
Now, 88 is wide open, but where my head's going with this, and this is why, is that the dollar has got extended all the way down. The bond market has taken off like a rocket ship on the way up. And, as I've said many times, everyone only has so much energy. That's the bottom line.
Sure.
So it's like, okay, bonds have gone one way since, what is that, the 26th of
July.
Yep. So we went 125.
5 weeks, call it 6 weeks
just
almost.
Straight up.
Yeah.
That brought, we probably got down to, we got down to 2.035 today.
Yeah.
Or 2.063. So when I kind of look at that, I'm saying, you know what, this is time for a little pullback. And then if I go into the gold market, I can look at the gold market and say, okay, let's see, GCZ. The gold market, that's been an extraordinary run,
Yeah.
It's been
pretty similar almost from those dates, right?
Yeah. Oh, a
little bit further back.
$1,211 up to $1,377.
13.7. Where?
I mean, at 1362.
Okay.
My take is that it wants to go to 1377.
We're not quite there yet, don't worry.
No, I know. Well, so that being said, I'm looking at this right now. It says, this going to be a turn like
Sure.
everywhere? But it's throwing a spade in this whole thing for me is like, okay, that's going to be really strange. Normally, if the S&P is going to go down, the bonds want to continue higher.
Sure.
The dollar's been a wild card. It's like, so we get a lot of stuff happening out here today.
We do for sure.
If we go take a look at the strength versus the weakness inside the Dow Industrials, one other thing I want to show you, though. The strength this morning, we're putting the most points into it. Is Goldman Sachs putting 21, Travelers putting 10, Home Depot's putting 6. Taken away from it is Big Blue taking 8 away, Apple's taking 7, Chevron's taking 3. Let's go to the XLF. So if we look at the XLF, now that fell apart yesterday. Which,
quite a day. Yep.
And the XLF takes a lot to move, man.
Sure.
I mean, it just doesn't. It normally doesn't move that fast. Yeah. And we move down with volume. You get a bounce today with light volume. So, we'll see what the next couple hours bring. But if you do happen to be in the gold report, you might be getting an update in a little while.
Okay. And that's good because, I was going to say at some point, maybe we'll send out an email. We'll see what happens Monday. There's a distinct chance that we won't be in here Monday for sure.
Right.
So in terms of newsletters and so forth and stuff like that, we'll send out an email. But obviously, as the storm really, Sunday is going to be the day that we kind of get hit with it.
Right.
So I imagine that.
And hopefully it's just going to be a tropical storm.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it moves just all it has to move.
We'll keep hoping. No,
if it moves 20 miles east for us, that's going to be a big deal.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
Inside the NDX 100, let's go see the strength versus the weakness. Actually, I want to look at these percentages first. So right now, the S&P is down 1/10, the Nasdaq's down 3/10. Okay, so let's go inside the NDX. The mover, you get Semantic up 3.6%, Checkpoint's up 2%, Marriott's up 0.9%, taken away from it. Look at that. Insight is down 6%. Comcast is getting killed yesterday too.
Okay.
That's down 2.4% today. Discovery's down 2.8 with that. So Comcast came out yesterday afternoon, intraday. Look at that move yesterday. They came out intraday, folks, and they explained that they thought they were going to lose 180,000 subscribers because of so much got hit in the Houston area that they realized that, like, if you get hit, the odds of you going back to cable again go down dramatically.
Sure.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, so
we're creatures of habit, right?
Yeah.
And, it's easy to keep just paying and doing what you're doing, but once you get kind of a disruption and you have to make that choice again to go back, it's a different choice.
So look at the intraday. I'm showing this intraday. It started at 11. They were talking at 11 o'clock.
10-minute bars there. That's a big 10-minute bar.
It? Yeah. And then Disney. So picture this. The market does not like the idea that Disney is going inside their own wall.
Yeah, and it was more than that. It was Iger talking, basically guiding down.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was talking about that you should basically, I believe, and he was talking about those, their own programming too, but he was guiding where this fiscal year was going to be like last fiscal year.
Okay.
And those numbers weren't up to the guidance. They were basically at the very lower end of their guidance, so he basically guided down and kind of saying we expect similar fiscal year results for this year as to last year. And the market said, whoa.
Yeah, whoa. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow right now is up 15. Nasdaq is down 20. S&Ps are off 4. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionics, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. September 30th, folks, meet us in Boston.
Yeah, don't meet us down here this weekend. Meet us in Boston in 3 weeks.
Yeah, you gotta love it, man. Let's go with Victor in Paramus. Hey, Victor, what's going on, brother?
Not much. I just meant to tell you, you were right on that call for Teva. I bought some Teva, T-E-V-A. And then I'm looking at T. It just closed its gap. And I'm also looking at FCX. Is that ready to jump to Creek FCX and cover 13?
So let's look at FCX first. So this is Freeport McMoran.
Yeah, it's been jumping around lately. I don't know.
Yeah, well, that would make sense. And copper's down 7 cents. I mean, I wouldn't, I think FCX would be, really sweet at 13.21. You know what I mean?
I was waiting for it. That's the gap right there.
That's the gap. Yeah, and this has been strong. Let me look at the copper market for a second, because that took a nice hit out here
today. But the Aussie dollar keeps on going up. I remember that other guy saying it's based on the Aussie dollar too. That keeps on going up, so I don't know why it's going down. So
well, the correlation, you can look at the Aussie dollar, or you can just look at our own dollar. There's no doubt the correlation is direct. Yeah. So listen, the copper that made a nice run too. See, I think it looks to me like, that all these are going to turn right now. That's how they look. Meaning that copper looks like it wants to, a normal pullback is, let me just see what a 0.38 and 50 is. Because the run's so extraordinary, it's like, a 0.382 is 291, and that normally means you're still in a wicked strong market, but guess what? That's 291, Yeah. So, what was the other one you wanted to look at?
AT&T. I actually bought it. It closed the gap. I don't know. I just was looking at the dividend. I ain't bought a lot. I'm just looking at that.
Yeah, 5.5% dividend is a beauty.
Yeah, the VZ's almost closed their gap too. Verizon.
Yeah, but look at Marbell, man. This is not good with Marbell.
Yeah. What's going on with that one? I bought some at 36 or whatever.
Yeah, you're gonna take some heat down here. See, so
but it looks like if you put those the charts on the Fibonacci retracements, you're at it goes up for 30 days and down for 30 days and up for 30 days. You know what I mean?
Well, that's because it's been
The
a
zigzag
consolidation.
retracement I use.
But it's always dangerous, like when you break the consolidation, which we just did, because it's like, okay, the next one consolidation is down there, 32. Still, that's not that bad. 32.25 is the bottom of
I
it.
guess I'll have a tax loss at the end of the year.
Well, that's only if you sell it.
Hey, you ready for 911?
911.
That's Monday.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Get your helmet on.
Well,
watch out for the winds.
hopefully, no, I know. Hopefully, everything will be fine.
Yeah, won't that drive the price of copper up and all the stuff, or they already incorporated that in?
I would
Or
say
they'll-
that, no, it looks to me like copper wants to pull back, man. And if that's the case, then we'll have gold pull back, we'll have the dollar rise, which is sacrilegious because
Well,
it
what do you
hasn't done it yet.
What do you think about like that debt ceiling thing? Now they don't want to
Well,
do one.
I was bringing this up yesterday. So what happened
Yeah, I heard
yesterday,
you talking
folks,
about that.
is that the administration got together with the Democrats and said, well, hey, listen, why don't we just get rid of the debt ceiling? And all of a sudden they says, oh, maybe that's a fundamental reason why the dollar's been going down so much, because that would mean that the politicians have a blank check again.
Yeah.
Because so right now what happens is that they can pass as many laws as they want, but if they can't fund them, there's not much they can do, meaning programs. So,
Right, so basically
what
we're
Trump's
bankrupt as a
suggesting
country.
to the Democrats said, well, why don't we just get rid of it? And then, because...
Yeah, in fairness, that's money already spent.
Right,
It's
and it's
not-
supposed to be,
Yeah,
exactly. Right.
so-
yeah.
Why don't we just default? Because I know Puerto Rico defaulted, and what are they going to do after the hurricane?
No, we're not going to default. It's
We
The
should, though.
ramifications
Start
of
a
that
whole
would be
new,
pretty harsh.
start a whole
Yeah,
new
right.
thing, you know what I mean?
But
Start a whole-
I can see the correlation of why that if that happens, that would seem to me that they will spend more money and that'll put inflation in the system. But the other side of that, by the way, I didn't know this. The other side of it, I don't know how many years ago they changed it, but it wasn't that many years ago that they changed it. So it used to be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of arbitrary,
Yeah.
as long as you plan on paying your bills.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah. Okay, man.
Okay.
Have a
All right,
great
have a good
one.
one.
Thanks,
Have a
Victor.
safe one. The
Speaking of credit,
yeah. Oh.
Not to chuckle, but yeah,
Equifax.
Equifax,
Oh
huh?
man, this is intense.
EFX, I believe it is, or
Yeah, this is, so Equifax, folks.
we all know them as the credit reporting agency.
That's right.
They got hacked. Talking about probably about 143 million people. I mean, if you have
Yeah.
a credit card, you're in there.
Oh,
That's it.
we're in
You have
there.
Any type
We're-
of credit.
Yeah.
You're
Credit
in there.
card, mortgages.
Right.
Yeah.
Car loan, whatever
Yeah.
it is, right? Yeah, and they got everything, and they're gonna have it forever. I mean, they're talking about that you can get free credit monitoring for a year. I mean, they're gonna have your social security number, your date of birth, your name forever.
Right.
And then the story about the executive.
Yeah.
selling,
So
right?
let's
Pretty
talk. Let's talk
intriguing.
about this a
It's
bit because
few
this
angles to the story.
this is a big one,
Yeah.
and what it was
right at the top.
right here.
At the
Okay.
top. The top one. That's the
Three
big one.
Equifax senior executives sold shares worth $1.8 million in the days after the company discovered the security breach that may compromise
Yeah.
143 million U.S. consumers.
And they found out about it July 29th,
Yeah.
just to put things, so it's September 7th, 8th, right? So they found out about it long ago, and then you had, Chief Financial Officer
Yeah.
selling, his name's John Gamble. He wasn't
Yeah.
gambling too much when he locked in
No.
those profits.
No.
Selling shares worth almost $1 million.
Yeah.
Joseph Loran, maybe, president of the U.S. Information Solutions, exercised options worth almost $600,000.
Yeah.
And Rodolfo Ploder, president of Workforce Solutions, sold $250,000 worth of stock on August 2nd.
Right.
None of the filings list the transaction as being part of a scheduled trading plan. And that's
Right.
where, these executives, they have schedules so that basically, so they're not doing this. So they're not forced to buy and sell shares as they're aware of
That's right.
a variety of insider information.
And check this out. This is how bold corporations are. They already come out and says, oh, they didn't know about it.
Yeah.
That supposedly those three executives didn't know about it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, really?
Who knew about it then?
Yeah, exactly.
And you're talking about one of them was on August 2nd.
Yeah.
They knew about it for a full month
Right.
before then.
Right.
And they sold a small percentage of their Equifax shares. Yeah, well, it might be a small percentage, but millions are still millions.
Right.
And guess what?
And it's illegal. That's
big time.
That's
Big time.
Yeah. Right.
It's huge. So stock's down huge. Doesn't take a scientist to figure out why they would have sold ahead
Right.
of that news hitting the
And
market.
now we'll see, will the SEC do anything about it?
Oh, I'm
No?
sure they're gonna do something. We'll see what happens. I mean, at a minimum, You're talking about huge civil fines, if not criminal, for sure.
Yeah.
What was that?
Well, it seems that the history of the SEC.
Well,
Anyone-
have faith in something, not faith in nothing.
And,
before
no-
I mean, you just the whole point's going to be I have no faith in the SEC, but
To find big people, no. To basically, put someone like that in harm's way. I mean, they didn't put one bank in harm's way. So it's like, well, why are they going to put the biggest credit bureau in the world in harm's way?
because you have people making really stupid, obvious decisions that put their actions in highlight. Show me one person in the banking industry, to be fair, where had their name attached to a specific, cell ahead of news. This is a different scenario.
I listen. God bless you. I hope they do it, man. I hope they do it.
I like to have hope and not just say nothing matters ever.
I didn't say nothing matters.
That was kind of the point where I have no faith in anything ever happening. That was your point? Like,
inside the financial business, yeah.
so how can you just say I didn't say that, and then 3 seconds later say inside the financial industry? Yeah, I just want this.
I can say it.
Say it, but you're not saying it, but you're saying it.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
If you're looking to open your portfolio to a world of opportunity, consider the new market-safe emerging currency CD from Everbank. This 3-year U.S. dollar-denominated CD gives you exposure to 5 equally weighted currencies from Brazil, China, India, Indonesia, and Turkey at a time when experts see great potential for global growth. Even better, it features a 7.0 leverage factor, which means you could earn a potential market upside payment of 7 times the CD's performance at maturity with no cap if the currencies increase in value over the CD's term. And should the opposite occur, your principal is 100% protected. Keep in mind, returns are based on CD performance. There is no annual percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on this index CD. Don't miss out. The September 28th funding deadline will be here before you know it. So call 1-855-750-4051 or visit everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures. This advertisement is sponsored content. Everbank is a division of TIAA, FSB, member FDIC.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen, live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den, absolutely free, for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 20. NASDAQ is down 20. S&Ps are off 5.5. And we have ourselves quite a guest.
We got a treat, man. Talk about live all across the world. So we got an update live from Fort Lauderdale Airport. Our man Jay Cilione. Jay, good morning.
How you doing?
There he is.
Look at you, Jay.
Hey, guys.
live from the epicenter, man. How we doing?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy here in Fort Lauderdale. This is the JetBlue terminal. Massive delays, cancellations. They're looking to close it at about 8 o'clock. Even got a cancellation email from the airline last night, and then them telling me 2 hours later that it was a mistake. But as you can see here, it's pretty much packed to the gills. All the bars are full. They're about to become more full.
Talk about hysteria, man. Well, thanks for taking a few minutes to dial in. So Jay, of course, is a great friend. We went to college. We lived together for 3 years. He's had quite a week. So tell us a little bit about your week, Jay. You were in Turks and Caicos, and you had to make plans to get out of there. You got to Miami, and then you're going to be able to get out of Miami just in time. How's it been going? Well, we may.
That's all right.
We may. Maybe he's there. It's awesome he was able to dial in. I mean, just so to give, we'll see if we. There he is.
Yeah, we were able to get the last 2 seats out of Turks and Caicos, and it was pretty crazy because there was a lot of people that weren't able to get anything. There was some price gouging going on, I think, where certain flights were more than $3,000. So, we were lucky. But then, JetBlue announced that they were going to start doing flights for cheaper to get people out. But the interesting thing is, I think that they put some stuff on the calendar for Saturday and Sunday, knowing that the airports wouldn't even be open. So more maybe as a PR thing. It was a bit strange. We still weren't able to get those. We were able to get much the last JetBlue flight back to New York on the Friday. So
pretty amazing, man. Pretty amazing. Well. Listen,
you're smart to get out of there, man, because that was a bad. I mean,
quite a scene there in the background with all those people, man. And well, listen, we appreciate you calling in, and I know you're running around. You got a 2:45 flight, and the airport's scheduled to close at around 7:45 or something like that. Well,
now, Jay, do you still work over in Europe? Does he still work in Europe?
Yeah.
So what?
Yeah, I'm flying back. I got to fly back to Zurich tomorrow. Yeah, that's what makes this even more stressful, because if I miss this flight, then I would have either had to drive back to New York in massive traffic, or I would have missed my flight, and then I would have missed work on Monday. So it's so my mom and I are we're just grateful to be on this flight, and hopefully it doesn't get canceled. Fingers crossed.
Definitely, man.
We're gonna send a lot of good white light out to you. That is so freaking cool, man. I love it. Wow, that is so cool, man. Well, it's so good to see you, man, and thank you again for calling in.
Totally.
Seriously, man.
Well, listen, sending our best to your mom.
All right, thanks a lot, guys.
Hey, you guys have a great flight, man. We'll be thinking about you, and keep me updated. I'll talk to you later, man.
All right, cheers.
Thanks. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Yeah, so quite an adventure, man.
And he works for J.P. Morgan, right?
He did work for J.P. Morgan.
Oh, now it's Swiss Bank,
yeah,
right?
I believe it's Credit Suisse.
Okay, right.
He did work for J.P. Morgan. We went to school Villanova together.
Right.
He's from Staten Island, New York.
Okay.
Jay Cilione, a good Italian boy.
Yeah.
And then, he got an opportunity working for J.P. Morgan in New York to go over to their Geneva office.
Yeah.
And he went over there, worked for a while, and now he's working in Zurich for Credit Suisse. And I believe it's Credit Suisse.
He's an IT guy, right?
He is in IT.
Okay.
And so he came over here. He was going to be vacation with his mom in Turks and Caicos for a week. And basically what happened is they got down there, and that's where within 2 days of being down there, things just really heated up, and they knew they had to get out of there. So Monday, they were able to get to Miami, and with flights being tough out of Miami already, they were able to grab a Friday flight, thinking that gave enough time, and as things just kept ramping up, man, talk about skin of your teeth making it.
Right.
And so they had hotel problems where hotels were closing, right, to evacuate people. So it's been a battle. Yeah, where I think he might have had to switch hotels, or maybe they could have stayed, but there were hotels closing yesterday for sure. Because the last thing they want is those hotels all closing at the last day, right? Because then everybody's on the roads at the same time. So they want to close the hotels early. That way you force the evacuations early. But hopefully they make it. And like he was saying, I've been chatting with him this morning. But yeah, talk about, so they're flying JetBlue.
Right.
And they got an email this morning that said your flight's been canceled. And it took them 3 hours to send an updated email. And thankfully for him, he actually didn't see the first email until he saw this, until he was able to see the second one, where they, he didn't see it until they were both in there.
Right.
But I mean, imagine the pandemonium where that's one of the last flights coming out of South Florida.
Yep.
That's a pretty big mistake.
Oh, yeah.
And I understand the one email, but then to take hours to reconcile it, you might have had people that already said, we're leaving the airport, we're getting out of here right now, and, there's no reason to wait.
Get an Uber, I mean, who knows?
So there's pandemonium, but appreciate him dialing in, man, and giving us a glimpse of the pandemonium going over at any airport right now. And I was saying, even, being a reporter over there, it's got to be a tough deal where you're airport's closing tonight. There's the last reports coming out of there before they hunker down themselves.
Make sure you're in a big, solid brick block building.
Totally.
That, and believe me, Tommy and I know folks from being in Katrina.
We do.
Because it's hard to even comprehend that large buildings like this that are structurally sound can get wiped.
We saw high-rises, and everybody saw pictures of them after the fact, but we were right down the block from the high-rises that had every single window ripped out. And it's like, you just catch that one gust of wind, and you catch it in the wrong area where it gets trapped, where it runs into
a channel. Or
that's what, where it gets trapped, basically. It runs down a corridor, and then, guess what? It runs into a wall. And that wall just happened to be one of the hotels that was kind of curved, and it basically just took the brunt of it, and it ripped every single window out. And it's like, man, pretty surreal. Totally. We'll see.
Yeah.
Hopefully sending them our best, everybody out there. Mr. Steve Rhodes making his way across the state right now.
He's going to be probably coming up to us. He's on his way. He was on his, last time I heard from him like about 45 minutes ago.
Okay.
So he's on his way to Naples, and then, I told him, well, why don't you come on up here, because we got a couple good buildings. We got some good buildings here that are really solid.
And even way, as it appears right now, we're going to be better off than that coast. And I'm glad he's gotten out of there. And not even Naples, just Fort Lauderdale, like Palm Beach, Miami. That's what exactly. That's a scary deal. It is. Yeah.
877-927-6648. So needless to say, I suspect, well, you know what? The whole rest of the world's not having a hurricane.
I know. We're living in a small bubble right now.
We're in a little cone, folks.
It's an all-consuming moment for people. I mean, we have, we were just talking about during the break, right? You're going to do 1 hour today. We're going to have kind of a skeleton crew because it's just an ever-present deal. I got to go home myself and clean up. I have things in the backyard in terms of your lawnmower, right? I don't have a garage. Lawnmower, where am I putting that, right? I have things in the backyard where nothing can be outside because it's going to turn into a flying object, and that's the last thing you want next to your house. So there's a lot I was out there last night, literally, where I had old trees, trying to take them. Trash day was today, so I had to make sure, I got everything I could into the trash so they could take it, and I'm hoping they take it all.
Because we do have, what happens,
the bars are full, right?
Jay said the bars are full.
He's not joking, man. He was, they found a spot last night. Unfortunately, our Patriots, man, tough start to the season. They got their butts spanked. Kudos to the Chiefs. Jay's a Chiefs fan.
Is he?
He's got something going for him there, so good for him, totally. But yeah, they found a good bar. Things are okay. Everyone's, just make sure you're safe.
Yeah. Make sure you don't get too blasted, because
that's what I was telling them, too. Don't lose anything. You need everything right now.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials up 34, Nasdaq's down 18, S&Ps are off 3.5. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped, and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien has just announced that he'll be coming to Boston September 30th for a free workshop, The Art of Timing the Trade. Join Tom O'Brien Saturday morning, September 30th at the Boston Marriott in Burlington, Massachusetts, as he breaks down his trading methodology and provides you with the tools to become a more successful and profitable trader. Everyone that attends in person will receive a free signed copy of Tom's best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System. Daryl Martin from Apex Investing Institute will also be presenting for 90 minutes at this free event.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. Join me in Boston on September 30th as I return to my hometown for a workshop about the art of timing the trade. I look forward to seeing all the tigers and tigresses for this special free event.
All action starts early at 7:30 a.m. with a continental breakfast and wraps up at about 1 p.m. Topics that Tom will be covering during his presentation include quality volume, cause and effect, ABC structures, swing points, and much, much more. For all the information on this free Boston event taking place Saturday, September 30th, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow right now is up 43, Nasdaq's down 18, S&Ps are off 3.5, and one of the tigers in the den, I just want to read this because this is, so this was a statement. Makes me wonder what the psychological impact is on traders in the path of the storm. Are they seeing the market the same as someone in Chicago, question mark?
Sure.
And I said to Tommy during the break, I want to talk about this because I think there is a dramatic difference. Just personally, I'll tell you
Sure.
because when you're not in something like, well, first off, Tommy and I have been in 2 bad hurricanes. We were in Katrina, and then when he was a kid, we were in Bob. So we've seen what destruction can really do. So I think that has something to do with, when you know what a hurricane can do. Number 2, though, is we know Florida pretty well. And my take on this would be that if, in fact, Miami does take a big hit, financially, this will hurt the market. There's so many financial companies in Miami, it's unbelievable. Okay, so just on a fundamental basis, that would be different. Now, to answer the question, no, I think people across the country, because it's hard when you're not in it. You know what I mean? It's like, it's like, hey, the market's the market. Yeah.
I'd say, Houston just had some devastation. They're a huge financial hub in terms of just business hub of the economic hub.
They did. Now, the difference there would be that, like, where Andy's son was working, all that, no one got hurt downtown at all because that's where you're supposed to build.
Sure.
Where everyone got the water is where they never should have built in the first place, in the swamps.
Sure.
So, yeah,
good point.
we'll kind of see how it shakes out, but I can tell you that we've been doing this a long time. I'm on edge.
I agree with that for sure. It's an all-consuming.
Right.
I mean, that wasn't. Right. And what's really intriguing is that it's been all-consuming since Tuesday.
It has.
Publix was sold out of everything on Tuesday.
Right.
It's now Friday. We're still not going to get it for 2 days. So this has been a week of anxiety for everyone around here. So you can't help but be kind of immersed in.
Well, you got to stay on top of it because if it's coming, we're all going to be scrambling because what's happening, folks, is we actually have all day tomorrow to get ready for it too.
We do, right? And that's what the reason why it was so scary on Tuesday is because we thought it could have been a literally direct hit on our coast, which is, as bad as things are going to be in Miami, and that's really bad. It could have been just as bad in Tampa, and the storm surges, if it ever rolls into an area like Tampa, could even be worse than Miami, possibly, with the Bay and just everything so low-lying. So that's where it's been a week of fear and wondering, for sure.
Wondering,
It's still
of
in
the
that stage.
unknown.
The cone, where's it going to end up in the cone,
And so watch what happens, folks. We're all aware of if you've never been to the NOAA site, the next update is 11 o'clock. So
Sure.
it was 8 o'clock this morning. As soon as we're off, the first thing we're going to do is hit that site because those hurricane hunters, they're so cool, man. I mean, they bring that information back, and thank God. Could you imagine, like, I can't even imagine, like, you know, I don't know, was maybe 50, 100 years.
You don't have to go. You don't have to go 100, man.
Yeah, you don't even know what's going on. You're sitting in Turks and Caicos, and all of a sudden something comes in. It's like it's over.
I mean, we'll have to look that up because I'm curious, maybe for your afternoon show. Because before we had satellites, that's the real deal. You know, you only knew the weather as it came from east to west. So the whole East Coast just kind of like didn't know what was coming because you have no land to your east.
Yeah,
you know, now you have the islands where you get you know an indication if they're coming up here. But yeah, I mean in Florida, right? You would never know right now. It is a beautiful sky. Everything is beautiful right now. You would have no clue that literally within 48 hours.
It's pulled some of the humidity out. I don't know if it's pulled it out or.
I just drive into work
It's gorgeous today.
It's intriguing how it's a beautiful, beautiful morning, and you know that it's coming.
There's no doubt about that.
Definitely. Okay, back to the market.
Hey, listen, man. You know,
we kind of answered it ourselves with whether it's something that's on our mind, considering the last 20, 30 minutes. That's all I've been talking about. But that's on a lot of people's minds for sure. Look who we have.
Hey, we got our man Carlos from Garden City. Carlos, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing all right, Tom, and I just called because I find out that you guys are going through this hurricane. I want to wish you guys the best wishes of the world.
Well, we really appreciate that,
man.
It's
great to hear from you, man.
And listen, how are you doing, personally?
I'll say
tough.
I want to think positive. Tom.
Okay.
I guess that's all I can say at this point right now.
We're gonna send you lots of white light, man.
I think about you, man, and I'm sending you that light. It's great to hear from you.
Yeah.
That's huge,
But
man.
I don't want to worry about me now. I want to worry about you guys because definitely.
What a person! Well, you're amazing, man.
It's definitely horrible. And and there's another thing, Tom. I'm leaving California, but I'm to Puerto Vallarta.
Yes.
But I'm gonna buy me a house in Texas too, not in the Houston area.
Okay.
I'm gonna live in the it's called the Valley.
Okay.
In the southern part of Texas. I'm gonna have two houses, one in Puerto Vallarta and one in Texas, so I can not lose my residence here in the United States.
Perfect. Good.
Yes.
Yeah, that's important. Okay, that's
something
important.
I want to keep. But as far as my health, I'm doing the best. And the other reason I called Tom is to look the S&P.
So
S&Ps.
The S&P, and this is a tough one right now. I can tell you. So right now, Carlos, I am shot, and it's a tough call though, man. And the reason it's a tough call is that. Okay, the reason I'm shot is I think it's going down. The other side of that, the same side of that, with the way the financials got hit yesterday, it's like, okay, this wants to go down. That would be my position of going short. Now, the other side of that, to not be short, would have to do with, I'm saying to myself, man, the bonds have already had a great run. They look like they want to pull back. The dollar looks like it wants to go higher. Gold looks like it wants to pull back. So just keep a really tight stop on it, because that's what I'm going to do here, because that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm going to do an update in the gold report, and I think I'm going to sell some of these golds because we've made some good money in them.
Can't go wrong, man.
And, it's one of those deals. The run's been big. So what I can't figure out right now is that if that happens, is the S&P going to start going south? And that just that correlation it might change, and that's how it is. So that's kind of how it's laid out. And I know the dollar has not got a bounce, and we'll find out whether it can. The bonds to me look like they want to pull back, and in that context, I think that the bonds, that's just going to be a pullback in light volume, and interest rates are still going to go lower. The dollar is going to get a dead cat bounce. That still wants to go lower. Gold will pull back, and that still wants to go higher. But that's kind of like the extension of these moves is huge.
Yes.
So, and the S&P could have everything to do with, if the other coast really does take a hit, well, guess what? That's billions and billions of dollars that, I'm looking, so picture, even when you have insurance, folks, we have enough assets, even when you have insurance, it'll still cost a fortune because of the deductibles.
Sure.
You know,
Right, no.
I mean, so you're talking about
your
major,
lights interrupted and,
you're talking about major hits. You know. Well, Carlos, man, we love you. Thank you so much for calling.
Take care, guys. Please.
And you take care too. And we're always thinking about you. Remember that, Carlos. And all
Thank
these
you so
tigers
much.
and
Thanks
tigresses
for
are too.
everything.
Right in the
Thanks
den,
for
they get all
everything,
that white light
Bye.
coming out. Tell your wife we said hi too, okay, Carlos?
Thanks, Carlos. So
I
great to
will.
hear from you, man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A share bull and bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com. Educating investors. Learn how to trade options with swim lessons. Brought to you by TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. Next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now up 38. Nasdaq is down 15. S&Ps are up down 3. And King Dollar, let's go take a look at King Dollar. So King Dollar hits 91.
Yeah.
No, 90.
Drop below.
90.
90.99.
No, thank you. Yeah.
90.99.
Now, what it does look like is this. It looks like 91. There's no way it's going to get to 91,550 if it did. You know,
Yeah,
if that got to 91,550, that
could happen.
That'd be quite a deal. That'd be the lows of where we had that high volume low last week, which wanted to get tested. And what you can see is that it's quite dramatic, the contraction of volume out here today. So, hey, we'll find out if we're going to get a bounce. It looks to me like at this particular point that it is going to get a bounce. So, we'll see what that does to the rest of the markets. September 30th, come up and visit us, folks. Boston.
Yeah, and we're going to have kind of a day of programming here, right?
Yeah.
We got swim lessons. We got Basil Chapman.
Yeah.
It was great. He's running around himself up in Boston, but he did his program live at 8 o'clock, so that's going to replay at 12 o'clock.
Nice.
Dave White, he's hunkering down around here. He's going to be doing his program as well, live.
And I'm definitely doing an hour.
You're doing your hour from 3 till 4.
Right.
So we'll ride it out and see where
Ride
we go from
'em, cowboy.
That's right.
And we'll see where this market wants to shake and bake. And we'll see what this 11 o'clock update brings.
We will.
As to the Hurricanes, it has like a 20-mile wobble right now. East and west.
Yeah, we're talking during the break. It's still a lot of time until it actually makes landfall here.
It is. Long time.
See where.
You stay right there, folks. We got swim lessons coming up next. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Thanks, Bill.
Thanks, man.
Hey, Carlos, thanks so much, brother.
Love you, Carlos.
We love you. We're sending you all that white light. Right into you, man. Right into you.
Got it.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.